In the year 1271 AD, the Emperor Kublai Khan asked the explorer Marco Polo to bring 100 missionaries from Europe to teach Christianity to his people. Sadly, those missionaries never came. The glorious light of the gospel never had the opportunity to shine. The Khan and his people turned to Buddhism, and all of Asia descended into the depths of idolatry. The 50 countries of Asia constitute 60% of the world's entire population. More than 4.5 billion souls live on this one continent alone, and all throughout Asia you'll find people praying to idols which have no eyes to see nor ears to hear their prayers. Asia's bright exception has been the country of the Philippines, where a tremendous apostolic revival has been birthed. The vision God gave us for the Philippines mission has three mandates. First, we must develop many more national workers to take the gospel to their own people. This has been the mission propelling the Apostolic Bible College of the Philippines since 2010. Today, many ABC graduates are actively involved in ministry. Second, we must establish many more churches in the Philippines. By God's grace, we have seen the number of our churches more than triple over the past decade. And third, as the work matures, we must begin sending missionaries out of the Philippines to reach Asia and the rest of the world. By God's grace and with your help, all of these things have begun to come to pass. Workers and ministers continue to be trained. New churches are being established, and the ALJC Philippines mission is beginning to take the gospel beyond its borders. In 2012, we commissioned our first Filipino missionaries to Melbourne, Australia. That work has taken root and is now beginning to blossom. In 2017, an exciting new work opened up in Hong Kong, China. Recently, we've gotten requests from people in Japan and Malaysia for someone to come and start works in those countries. I see a unique opportunity for the Philippines to become a base of operations for reaching Asia with the gospel. The needs in Asia vary. Not every mission field needs or is ready for a full-time resident missionary. Countries that have existing apostolic works would be greatly benefited by regular visits from seasoned ministers a few times a year. Nations where new works are springing up will need more frequent visits. Some places like Hong Kong would benefit greatly from a full-time resident missionary. In many countries of Asia, Christianity is despised and/or illegal. Persecution is a real problem in a big chunk of Asia and the Middle East. In these places, people worship in secret and missions work is done undercover. But regardless of the danger or the costs, everyone needs to hear the gospel. Here in the Philippines, there's always room for more hands to help in the Lord's work. We're looking for people who are willing to work wherever there's a need. You and I can only imagine how different things would be today if missionaries would have answered that call 7½ centuries ago. Today, the call for missionaries to work in Asia is going out once again. The Lord is doing great things here. We've got a great team here. We'd love to have you come work with us.